So this is going to be a very different video from any of the videos I've ever made on this channel. I wanted to make a video as a channel introduction. I'm going to use this as a channel introduction. So chances are if you're seeing this video, it's because you clicked on my channel and this video just started playing by itself. But also this video, I mean, if you're already subscribed, this will be worth a watch too. I wanted to make this video to pretty much introduce myself, and I thought the best way to do that would be by explaining why I created this channel and why I started this channel. As you may or may not know, I actually have a main channel. This is my secondary channel. And to put it into extremely simple terms, I actually made this channel to show people how to do things. On this channel, you'll mainly find tutorials or other videos where I just show you guys something cool. And on my main channel, mainly focuses on me as a person. I just tell mostly my life story. But at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about you guys. So I pretty much try to always take my videos and put them towards you guys to try and improve your lives and teach you guys something new. And I believe, on this channel, that's why I do tutorials, how to, mainly on this channel, you'll find fashion, how to crease your pants properly, how you should dress during your job interview, how to shine your shoes. Some of those videos I just mentioned haven't even come out yet, but I'm working on it. So now this video is gonna go on a pretty personal level as well, just so you know. I'll try my best not to make it a sob story or any of that. So why did I start making videos showing people how to iron their pants, crease their pants, iron their shirts, dress nicely, carry themselves better with respect, or how to go from skinny and gain weight going to the gym? And it's very simple. So I just want to share a little bit about myself, and at the end it'll all make sense. Me growing up, I never had a style. I never fit in pretty much. And I first started learning how to iron about around high school. I just started learning how to iron, and then maybe about 2 years after that, I started learning how to crease. And nobody was actually there to teach me. I didn't have my mom or my dad in my life. I grew up with my grandma for a small portion. My mom passed away when I was 7 years old from colon cancer. My dad was in prison for the first 13 years of my life. And when he got out and he actually saw me creasing, so I didn't have those two people to, teach me how to iron or how to crease or whatever. And my dad actually, when he got out and he saw that I was creasing my shorts, my Dickie shorts, he was actually very strongly against it because he thought that I was trying to pretty much, be a gang member or try to act like a gang member, which was definitely not the case because we're not even from an area that is like that. We're not from an area that's gang related or a hood or a ghetto. And so, which is even all the more reason why it's very strange of me to dress the way I do, because where I live, nobody dresses like that. Nobody dresses like a Chicano. Nobody creases their pants. Nobody shines their shoes. And if you're my age, you're 20 years old, that's like, you are a weirdo to be doing that, My dad first got out of prison. We didn't really have too much money. And I remember when we would go to the Dickies outlet because I had to buy new clothes because I'm growing very rapidly, so I have to buy new clothes like every year because my old clothes doesn't fit me. And when around the time he came out, I remember we would go to like the Dickies outlet, we go to the swap meet, and I would always see this clothes. Keep in mind, I always felt like my clothes was just like whatever. Like I never really had a style. I could never really fit into the other kids or like relate to any of them. But then when I would go to the swap meet, I would notice like these Diggies. I would notice like the white t-shirts, and it was very appealing to my eyes because it was like, wow, I could throw on this pair of Dickie shorts, which is just one color, solid color, very sleek look, not like the cargo shorts or any of that. and a white t-shirt with no design, and it's like the hardest fit outfit I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's so simple yet so powerful. So it's just goes so good together, and it's such a good design. And look, on a whole nother different type of level, I don't know how deep you guys want me to go with this, but it's very weird. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if things like that is passed down genetically, or I don't know, because a person like me, you would expect me to dislike that look, because visiting my dad in prison, I would have to drive all the way to Taft to visit him in prison, which is like Northern California. But he was federal, so he would be transferred. But at one point, he was at Taft, and when I would visit him, all the prisoners would wear khakis and a white T-shirt, and so you would expect me to like dislike that. Like, why would I want to dress like that, you know? But me personally, if you ask me, I'm trying to give that look a new definition, and give it a new style, and give it, even though it's old school, it's gonna have a new school mentality, and when people see it now, they're gonna think like, wow, that guy's dressed very nicely, his shoes are shined very good, his pants are creased on right. He definitely takes care of himself, cares about how he looks and how he presents himself and how he carries himself. um I would be interested in, maybe doing business with that guy, or starting a conversation with them at the very least. But now, moving back, it was just so like, the look to me was just so nice, and that's when I started buying clothes like that. And my dad was very against it because he didn't want me to dress like that. The first time I ever creased, now this is going to sound absolutely ridiculous. I don't think too many people are going to believe me, but I actually kind of thought that I invented it. Cause like I said, I didn't know what a crease was. I didn't know that it was a thing. But one day I had bought a pair of Dickie shorts, and if you guys are familiar with Dickies, they come with the crease already. So then when I was trying to iron these, I was like, how do I fold this down to iron it? And I was like, okay, there's like a line here, so I'm going to fold it with the line, which was the crease. Fold it with that, and then I'm going to just iron it like that. And then that's when my dad started yelling at me. He's like, why are you ironing your pants with a crease? That's what gang members do. You shouldn't be doing that. You're going to get into trouble. And I was just like, in my head, I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even know. Like, what do you mean a crease? Like, what is that? I just like, it's just a line. Like, I just like the style, you know? But ever since then eventually I started buying starch, and I'd get the bandana and crease it very hard, very nice. Then I started learning how to do it on my 501s. Then I started doing it on my shirts. Then I started doing it on my Ben Davis shirts, button up shirts, things like that, And so, yeah, and it's just something that then I realized that that's like a Chicano thing to do. And honestly, I don't even want to say it's a Chicano thing to do, because that's creasing can be for anybody. But I just didn't know. I wasn't aware that it was like a thing like Mexicans and Chicanos do. I was just doing it because I really liked it and I loved it, and I love to iron all the time. And well, back then, right now, I don't really have too much time to. But so I wanted to make a channel. I wanted to make a platform where I show people how to do that, because it's such a dying style. It's okay. Now it's not anymore, because for whatever reason it started trending on TikTok and Instagram so heavily. I think that's because it's like they try to tie it to, like gangs and gang culture so much. So it's like everybody wants to look cool and act hard and be a gangster, when really it's not like that. It's just a matter of dressing formally and dressing nice and showing dedication into the way you carry yourself and shining your shoes right. And but even then, even though it is trending on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, there's no videos out there that show you how to do it. and people love the style so much. So I was like, I know how to do this very well. On YouTube, there's no videos that show you how to do it. So I'm going to be the person that goes on YouTube and shows people how to do this. I'm going to pass on this culture. I'm going to make sure that this doesn't die, that whoever wants to do it will find this video and they'll carry on the culture. They'll carry on the tradition. I don't care if you're Chicano, or I don't care if you're not Chicano. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care what you are, because that creasing, that ironing your pants, that shining your shoes, that throwing on freshly pressed white t-shirt, that's not strictly tied to one culture or one ethnicity. That's for everybody who wants to carry themselves with respect. And that's what I want to do in this channel, is pass down culture like that. And especially if you're a kid out there, I know I do have a handful of followers that are like still in high school. If you're a kid out there that was like me, that you didn't fit into anything, you didn't fit into any group of people, you didn't really have like a style, you didn't know, like, you're still kind of just searching, trying to like figure out who you are as a person, that you try on this style, and you take pride in it, in the way you dress every day, and you're just clean, no stains on your shirts, your shirt is ironed. And so that when, that day that you have to walk into a job interview, or you have to sell something to a business or a CEO or whatever it may be, that those people look at you, they look up and down at you, because people say all the time that we shouldn't judge each other. People are going to judge you no matter what. Don't live in that, fantasy world of we shouldn't judge each other, just love each other or whatever. People are going to judge you. That's reality. First thing, what's the first thing that they're going to notice though? When a person, let's say I actually just recently got a job interviewed. I'm actually unemployed right now because I'm waiting to start that job. So when I walked into that room, before I even shake this man's hand, my new manager, before I even say a word to him, what's the first thing he's going to notice? He's going to notice how I'm standing. Am I standing up straight? He might even notice if I have flat feet. Where am I looking? My body language am I holding my head down, or am I holding my head straight, looking forward? How am I dressed? Now, if I'm dressed like a bum, he's going to notice that. But no, what he notices is that, okay, this guy has some 501s on that are creased, that are fitted nicely, has some dress shoes on, Stacy Adams, that are shined. I could see my reflection in them. Has his shirt tucked in. Has, like, okay, he's carrying himself well. Wait, how old are you? 20 years old? Oh, wow. Okay. Who taught you how to shine your shoes like that? I did. I taught myself. Nobody showed me. I didn't have anybody. Okay, who taught you how to iron your pants? I did. I taught myself. I didn't. Oh, you didn't take it to a dry cleaners? No, I did it myself at home. Huh. Okay, that says a lot about a person. That speaks in volumes about a person's character. And then on top of that, now when I'm approaching this person and I shake his hand and I give him a firm handshake, I say, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Vincent. Then it's like, bro, you're going to get the job interview, bro. Like, what more do you want than that? Now, let's say, okay, I work in sales, right? Let's say I'm selling cars. There's me, there's another guy. And let's say you walk into a car dealership. Who do you think's going to perform better? The guy who carries himself like everything I just described, or a guy who's just kind of dressed like whatever, doesn't really carry himself right. He's out of shape, overweight. Who do you think is going to outperform one another? So, yeah, and other than that, that's what my main focus is fashion on this channel. And then also I have a collaboration with FB County, who make the Charlie Brown. Other than that, I do other videos, like I talk about physical media. like DVDs and Blu-rays, CDs as well, why they're still so like important to have. Video games, I'll explain like 3DS, like jailbreaking, homebrew modding software, whatnot. And yeah, that's really it for now. And if you clicked on this video, or if you clicked on this channel and you saw this video and you're interested in seeing more content, uh there's only really one thing I can say to you, and that is that I can guarantee you that my content, the way it is right now, everything you see right now, if you like the way it is right now, if you like this video, you like the way I articulate myself, and I'm such an engaging speaker, I promise you it's only going to get better in the future. And right now I just hit 1,000 subscribers and I'm growing at not a stagnant consistent rate, but I'm growing at an exponential rate. So yeah, and if you made it to the end of this video, that's really all I have to say. I greatly appreciate you guys, all my followers. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. For example, I'm going to be making a video explaining how I hit 1,000 subscribers, giving you guys tips on how you can hit 1,000 subscribers. Like this channel, at the end of the day, I just want to improve other people's lives and pass down other things that I learned to other people. So if you're still watching, God bless you. Take it easy. And I hope to see you in the future. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll meet. Who knows? But have a good one.